Yo! Hello everyone! Welcome to the stream of Plane Shift! The game that was never finished. Hello, hello, hello. Hello! Tonight I have about half an hour where I have to play a video game. Because I enter into a guild and we have some boss fights to do tonight, and I don't want to miss it. So also because I'm kind of new to the guild and it's not nice, you know, to skip the first activities of the guild. So we will do it while we work on our stuff. Hopefully we can do both, right? Hopefully. Are we ready? Not ready yet, huh? Seems that we are not ready yet. No, I am ready. I'm just waiting these guys to start the raid. Let's see. Bum ba bum. Meanwhile, we want to work on our stuff. Yes, we had the mind map, no? We had free mind, yeah. Are we enough? I don't think we are enough. I don't know if we are enough people to actually do this raid, but let's see. Anyway, hello everyone, good evening, good afternoon, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. Let's go. So in the first half an hour, if you just joined, I have to play this game a bit, just because there is a guild event, right? And and I want to participate. So hopefully they will be fine, so we can work a bit on our stuff while we do this guild event. Hopefully. As soon as these people enter, I have to enter as well, and we kill a boss. Then we exit and we kill another boss, then we exit and we kill another boss. So pretty much that's what we should do. I can eat some food, by the way. I don't know, something like that. Why not? I think they are going in. But meanwhile, what I would like to do, apart from changing the music, I think that obviously now that I'm not looking, they will enter the dungeon. Most likely. They're not in yet. It's not open yet. It's not open yet. Yeah, so what I want to work on, I want to work a bit on this transport quest. And I think if I could have this window, can I have this window on the other piece, on the other monitor or not? I think that would be nice. It is possible to put it like to move it in the other window. Borderless, yeah, border. But can it go in the other? Can it go in the other? In the other screen? Okay, I can keep it this way. So it's actually in the other screen. If you want, I can show you the fights if you want to see it. You want to see it? If you want to see it, I can show you, but I wanted to... Yeah, maybe the boss fight I can show you. The boss fights I can show you. Oops. Cannot. It stays as big as this. It doesn't stay bigger than this. It doesn't stay bigger than this because I went into window mode or whatever. So as soon as the... So we killed this guy. There is a boss of the game. Not my game, by the way. We are playing another game. So obviously this one is not... This one is not Plane Shift, okay? Just to be sure. This game is Tron and Liberty. Tron and Liberty. And I'm part of a guild, and there is an event today with the guild where we are basically trying to kill these bosses. And I want to follow the event, so as soon as they attack, I will attack as well. I am this guy. They started. Okay, so I am a DPS, so what I have to do, I have pretty much just to do damage. I mean, I don't have to do much else, right? I have to do damage, and hopefully I have to survive. I don't know why the dodge, I cannot dodge for whatever reason. Ouch. 1 second. Someone died. I'm still alive, but I'm taking a lot of damage. Definitely taking a lot of damage. I'm also doing... Let me see if I can... I cannot... Wait 1 second, huh? I mean, I'm kind of strong enough to survive, but... you see at the top... I don't know why I cannot. For the sake of me, I cannot. I mean, the good news is that I'm not dying. I don't understand why I cannot avoid that hit. I mean, it was Q and... I know, I saw it's the opposite. I'm messing up with the keys. Yeah, now it's perfect. Okay. Now I was messing up with the key. It's not that easy. But we can do it. We can do it, boys. Ouch. I'm kind of low, but... Ouch. I'm nearly dead. I'm nearly dying. I'm dying. No, I'm not dead. Oh, that was close, huh? That was very close. It's called the Tron and Liberty. It's a free MMO, but then there is some microtransactions inside. So I can type it in the chat in a second. Type it in the chat in a second. Nice, we killed it. We killed it. So now that we killed it, we just return back to the base. and we will move to the next boss. I will type it, Tula. It's called Throne and Liberty. That's the name of the game. It's an MMO. I mean, it's considered as a Korean MMO, so there is a lot of grind tokens. Yeah, Korean. Yeah, Korean. So, I mean, I think it's not bad actually. It's not bad, but there is a lot of grind, and the actual are we doing the next one immediately, or? Yes, it seems so. So basically once a week, right, with your guild, you can do bosses. Obviously you need to have enough people, right? This is why I'm participating, because it's bad that, you know, if you don't participate, the guild cannot do stuff, right? So I don't know if I got anything here. I got this, which I don't know what is it actually. Elite Raid Martial Medal. Elite Raid Martial Medal. I don't know what is it. Seems that not a lot of people are joining this one. I don't know why. Maybe we are, I don't know. But anyway, on the plane shift side, what I want to do, I want to work on the on the transport quest, right? And if we open up our Unreal Mission no, okay, this one we did it, right? So Unreal Mission Transport 2, I guess. Yes. I just have to check sometime just to see that, you know. Oh wow, they started? Okay, they started. I am a DPS, but I don't really do a ton of damage because I mean I'm playing this game kind of casually, right? So I'm not really the best player or whatever, right? But I like sometimes to play MMO just also to understand what we can add to our game. And for the ones of you that just joined, this is Throne and Liberty, which is an MMO, a Korean MMO. And I'm playing it just because there is a guild event. I don't know if I'm actually contributing much, but I hope I'm contributing a bit. I mean, this game has the typical roles, right? Like the tank, the DPS, the support. So it's pretty much, you know, like you would expect an MMO to be. I think that the difference is that there are kind of classes based on the weapons that you are using, right? So you can use the shield and sword, you can use the great sword, so let's say the two-handed, you can use the bow, right, and such, right? So okay, also this boss seems that we killed it fairly easy. Yeah, killed it fairly easy, which is nice. So we are getting items. These items will be distributed within the guild, right? So which is nice. Hello, Fanner. Good news, I got my block work done. Just need to wait up for the call. My family has to give me a date and drop by for an appointment to review my test results. Oh, okay, nice. Not vampire yet, yeah. Easy. Yeah, I think we do all the bosses one after the other. I don't know how many we do, but usually it's like 4 or 5. So we are already at the second one, so I think it will go... we do this one again, because probably they want to get, you know, some of these items. There is probably a reason why we are doing the same boss multiple times. One of the problems of this... Well, not the problems, but one of the design choices that this game made is to... They started? Yes, they did. Is to basically tokenize everything, right? So... if you want to do a dungeon over and over and over and over 20 million times, you actually cannot, because the game is allowing only a certain amount of times you can do the same dungeon over and over, which is a bit annoying sometimes. So I don't really like that way too much. But, yeah, it is the way it is. So what you see at the bottom are my powers, right? And I'm doing some powers that are AoE and other powers that are not AoE, so I do I couldn't evade that attack for whatever reason. Ouch! I died. Okay. Anyway, if you die, you can still resurrect, right? I think there is a maximum number of times that you can resurrect. I don't think you can resurrect forever, so probably 3 times. And then after 3 times you are out of the raid. And obviously if everyone dies, then the raid is failed, right? And if the raid is failed, then you have to restart from scratch, and the boss will have again full health, right? Now, the party is basically made of one healer usually, 1 tank, and okay, this one I avoided, which is nice. This one I couldn't avoid for whatever reason. Which is nice. Okay, we got him. All these items they'll drop into the ground, right, are stuff that we can then distribute within the guild. That is the 3rd boss, so I don't know how many we're gonna do. I think probably 5, or I think there is a limit, but I don't remember, because the last time I did it was like a year ago. I was playing this game like 1 year ago, and then basically the game went silent because, I mean, you completed everything and there was nothing more to do, right? So I don't know if the volume is too high or what, but yeah. think we're going in. No, not yet. I think I got a weapon of some. I got these 2 weapons, but these are very simple weapons, so not really. We do the Leviathan again. Okay, fine. Fine with me. Yeah, we will work on plane shift very soon. I mean, we can start thinking about it, but basically what we said is that this is the sequence, right? Simple cart, small cart, 2 wheels cart, and the larger wagon. And these are the cities where we acquire them, right? And so the first one that we acquire is actually a simple cart, right? So this is the first one. Okay, this started. I'm adding some debuff. With this character I can debuff the enemy a bit. And it's not a huge debuff, but anyway it's a good debuff, so I'm using it as much as I can so that we do more damage. When you see the perfect on the screen is because I am basically blocking a special attack from the monster at the right time, like now. And if you see me taking a lot of damage, means that I didn't stop it properly, right? But yeah, every time you see a perfect, he's getting micro stunned, I think, and I mean, this guild is not too big. There are active players, like probably 15 or 20. The guild in theory is made of like 60 people, but a lot of them are really not active. So, but it's fine. I mean, with this amount of people, we can already get bosses, you know, and do good damage. So that's fine. My character is okay. I mean, he's not the best, obviously, but is good enough, right, to participate in these large raids. And as you can see, it's a bit repetitive because now it's basically playing like a slot machine. So you are continuously searching for items, right, and specific items, and the only way to do it is to do these bosses over and over, right, until you find it. Yeah, I don't understand exactly what these medals are, but I think they give you the medal. Yeah, we're doing these 2 bosses over and over. I think people are seeking items. It's okay, I don't want the items from the guild, I mean, it's fine. I stay far away because I don't want to trigger the start, because if you trigger the start and the people are not yet into the area, they would not participate, right? So I start only when they start. Yeah, the dodge, this game has 2 special attacks. It's fairly simple, right? This one is the dodge. Basically you have to press, you have to go right or left. Oh, this one I missed. Right or left, and then press your block key at the right time, right? And it doesn't work all the time, but pretty much it works depending on the timing. The second one is the circle, and when this one is the It is the lateral dodge, right? So the square is the lateral dodge, right? And the circle is the frontal dodge. Ouch. The point is that sometimes these bosses are stunning you, right? And it seems like we are doing a bit less damage here, right? Because as you can see, we are already, you know, playing since some time, and still the monsters are at 60%. So I don't know. So I see, or I don't know, maybe it's just a bit harder. Maybe we miss 1 DPS. There are people that obviously are very high level, I mean highly skilled with very high gear, so they do the majority of the damage. But I think I'm contributing okay. I think I'm contributing okay anyway. Fuck, I died. Seems that this one is slightly harder, but me, I have The Witcher Season 4, Episode 5, another page in my browser. Let's see. So meanwhile, I don't know, I mean, I cannot really multitask too much in this situation, but what we can do, we can think of what can be the quest, right, that we want to... The good thing of my character is that I can heal myself, right? So even if the... Even if the healer is not healing me for whatever reason, I can still heal myself, right? So, which is what I'm doing now. Did he die or not? Okay. He died. Obviously, the loot is not guaranteed, right? So it really depends on... I don't know how many we can do. Uh-oh, no one is coming in. Did they do the wrong one? What happened? Seems they are entering now. Okay. Yeah, we need some ideas for the... I stay far away because I don't want to start the fight if they are not ready. Okay. It's fighting me. I'm not a tank, so... Yeah, but the tank will get the aggro very, very soon, so it's fine. Yeah, when you see perfect, it means that I blocked the incoming hit at the right time. It's fairly easy. There is this, you know, marker. You just have to press Q at the right time. So it's fairly easy to dodge the frontal attack. The square is slightly harder because yeah, you have to let's say slide. Okay, this one I missed for whatever reason. You have to slide and block. So it seems that this particular monster is a bit easier than the other one. Yeah, but basically at the moment it's a giant slot machine, so you're just doing this and trying to find items that you need, right? And you do it over and over again. There is not a lot of technique in the attacks or in the choice of weapons, or it's a bit of a pity, right? So I would have preferred that you maybe have minimum tactics, but there are other bosses that actually are more interesting. So these bosses are very simple. I don't know if we finished them because I think there is a maximum limit to the one that you can do. You cannot do forever. Is it done or not? No, they are redoing this one. There is definitely a limit. Let me see if there is a number somewhere. Available boss 1 out of 7. Yeah, there is the last one. So you can do 7 bosses every week. You can do 7 bosses every week. Why sometimes... Oh. Ah, they selected a different boss. They select a different boss? Okay. Is Grand Aeon. This one I think is very hard actually. So I don't know if you will be able to kill him, let's say. Or not. I don't remember, but it seems that this one is a new one. No, but also the other two are kind of new.
If only I could purify this land, I would swallow the darkness.
Is a giant 3 with a kind of a weird beard. It is a giant 3. Walking tree, like a trend, you know? It's like a trend. I really like trends. I thought it would take less, but it's taking... Yeah, I think half an hour is... I think we start at 9:30. Yeah, like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. I think we need more people for this one, but let's see.
Now only the energy of death surrounds me.
How is the volume of the game? I don't know. I would like to have better fighting in our game, like better boss fights as well, so that they have like visible AoE damage and all of that, but it all has to be done, so... I think we are waiting more people because this one seems to be probably harder, so I see that they are not starting, so okay, they started now. What I have to try not to die, right? So I will be a bit more careful than before. I will look at my health a bit more and see if I can parry all the incoming hits in a good way. Also, I will move more, so not staying in the same place, so that this guy is not easily targeting me. Maybe. I see there is a lot of people that is ranged, right? There are not a lot of... One died already. The problem is that if our tank dies, right, we are kind of in trouble. That was not a tank, I guess. So the tank in our team I see there is no tank. You can recognize the tank based on the weapons that he's using. So usually if he's using sword and shield, should be a tank, for what I understand, right? Yeah, this one seems to be harder, you know, we are at 50%. Another guy died. From my team, you can see my team on the left, and now we have multiple teams, so it's not just me, right? It's not just my team. But I don't think we have a lot of people here. Should be enough, but I see that it's going down very slowly. But it's definitely going down. Definitely going down. Trying to do the double hit. Now you may say, do you understand what you're doing? Well, somehow. I mean, it's not super clear, right, what is happening, but that is the problem of all the games that are very fast-paced, where you basically don't really fully grasp everything, right? I don't know if tonight I want to play video games, guys. I don't know, we can change it to a video game night. Maybe. What do you think? Can we do one day without plane shift? I don't know, we can maybe. I mean, it's a video. So I want to go forward with our game, but at the same time... I mean, if Mats is available, we can play a Dota on stream. Yeah, you see that this guy is way stronger? See, taking a lot. You cannot even see the number of HP, right? You just see a percentage. But I think the HP, considering how slow it's going down, I think is in the range of billions, because usually the millions we get very fast. So but it seems to be anyway very reasonable at the moment. I mean, only few people died. Like he's going to target me, it looks like. I like how I'm doing damage, because if you see the bar at the top, right, it's going down super slow. I mean, I see the damage, like 29,000 for example, right? You can see the number, the red numbers are the critical that I did. Right? So like now it's 17,000, 12,000, this is like 1,000 each second or so. 43,000, that was very nice. I mean, with my main with my main attack, which is my number 5, I do quite good damage, but at this level, you know, we have billions of HP to consume, so some of my power also heal me, right? When I do damage, sometimes I heal. We don't have a lot of debuffs. You can see the debuffs at the top, the red markers, right? Oh, we have some.
With your life.
Then I'm boosting myself sometimes with 9, 0 and dash. I'm boosting myself. And yeah, let me see if you're writing something. This is a Korean game? Yes, it's a Korean game, Ulla. Korean game. It's NC Soft. NC Soft. Slavery and freedom. What do you mean? Throne and slavery, you mean? I mean, it's not bad. He has a lot of stuff. He has cooking, crafting, video crafting. I mean, crafting is not really super evolved, right? But it's there. You can craft. This guy is nearly done. I don't know if you can see the contribution of damage at the end. Maybe you can. It's going down. No one is dying, so it's good news. Okay. It's dying, my boys. Okay, this was the last one. I got an immortal item. There is immortal legendary gloves, but I think they will go immediately in the guild chest, and let me see. Yeah, I think they are not even going to my inventory. Right? They are not going even to my inventory. Yeah, I think it goes directly in the guild. How do I? No, there. Huh? What was the name? It was nothing. Nothing. Huh? Just a second. I ask in Discord. They have a Discord. I just ask one thing if I have to do something.
Glielo diamo a...
Sì.
Buonasera.
Ciao ragazzi, solo una
Buonasera.
domanda perché non sono tanto, non faccio spesso i boss. Devo fare qualcosa se ho droppato, cioè devo mettere qualcosa in gilda, fare qualcosa o come funziona?
Sì, lo metti in gilda e a posto.
Sai già come si fa?
No,
Vai
ma
su
non
Gilda.
so neanche, non li vedo però nell'inventario, lo vedo dalla schermata gilda.
Sì,
Esatto,
gilda, distribution, item storage chest.
Ah, eccolo qua, ah ecco.
Sei vicino al tuo
Vai
nome.
su
cioè
quelli tuoi e metti su sell pending, claim pending, ci premi, fai give to heal.
Clicco su claim pending e faccio give to guild, eccolo qua.
Esatto, a posto.
Ok, benissimo, mi sembrava che dovevo fare qualcosa. Ok, ce n'è
Ottimo.
anche un altro.
Ok.
Aspetta, ce n'è anche un altro, ok.
E adesso facciamo le varie divisioni di cosa serve a chi.
Sì, io però
Dicevamo.
non so se ho delle richieste perché non ho seguito un po' poco.
Ok.
Però...
Enzo, a te serviva il petto Fallen?
Mhm.
Ok, poi
Ah, comunque sia sempre.
Ah, c'era anche roba forse dell'altra volta, boh, ma non so.
Anch'io.
allora un Blood Hunter Boots. Ah no, l'elmo è dell'altra volta, merda.
Sì,
Infatti non glielo posso dare.
serviva Ele. Vabbè.
Vabbè, se vi avanza qualcosa, sono Urris, se vi avanza qualcosa ditemelo, se no io non ho richieste particolari, grazie.
A te cosa serve?
A me
sei
non lo so,
più che altro.
non lo so sinceramente.
Hai
Non ho
seguito
guardato
qual-
bene la mia build. Allora adesso sto buildando questa Supreme Broadsword of the Resistance, però non ho tanto dedicato tempo alla mia build purtroppo. Lo so che vi sembrerà una cosa assurda, ma non ho avuto
No,
tanto
no,
tempo.
ci sta. Io ho passato 3 settimane che non sapevo che chiede. Pure
Esatto,
io,
cioè,
uguale.
al momento non lo so.
Tu hai Greatsword e Longbow.
Io ho Greatsword e Bow, sì, e Longbow, esatto.
Amidetto, pistola.
Farei Fallen io, nel tuo caso.
Capito, se pone i follow anche a me, sapete?
Tutti i livelli
Fallen
erano
pure a me.
sempre tutto Fallen, tranne
Allora,
l'elmo.
Fallen.
a Pistorius servivano la roba Fallen che l'aveva scritto già
A me
l'altra
pure
volta.
le
Vediamo
gambe.
se ne abbiamo di vecchia, ma mi sa di no.
No, le gambe purtroppo no. Pure io a me serviva quelle.
Comunque io sono Urris sempre, mettetemi pure in seconda lista, non c'è nessun problema, vi devo salutare però. Grazie mille del raid. Ciao
Sì.
ciao.
Ciao, grazie a te.
Ciao.
Okay, I think we can exit. I think we can exit. Yeah, I dropped 3 items anyway, which is pretty good. But yeah, I don't have. I mean, they ask me if if there was something specific I wanted, but it's too complex, you know. You have to you have to study all the items, all the effects, you know. Is a mess. I don't have the time to do that, so I just told them, you know, I mean, take whatever you need. Just if there is something left that you don't need, then consider me. But just go. I mean, just do it. Just keep the stuff yourself is okay. I don't have any particular request, right? Okay. Yeah. So yesterday, what we did a bit of this warehouse items. I think we're pretty good with the warehouse. At the moment we don't have a lot, but we can put more stuff. But there are these chairs and the table. There is this lift that we added, and we added this ladder as well. So yeah, I think this warehouse is done now, and this is where Journey will be. And so now what we have to decide is what is the sequence, right? I was looking if this warehouse looks too small compared to the other houses, but no, I don't think so. I think it just looks larger, but because these are basically 3 floors and this is 2 floors, so I think it looks okay actually. I think it looks kind of okay. Okay. So the first card you acquire it in Idla, right? In the main city. Your Italian look or sounds better than your English. Yeah, for sure. My Italian is pretty good actually. I studied when I was a kid, you know? So you heard me speak Italian as well, which is good. Yeah, one of the problems was where to connect the yeah, I mean, we have to decide the quest chain, right? In which of these quest chains we need to put the... where to put the connection. I'm looking at the other screen and I'm trying to see where could be a good entry point. Because yeah, I think it should be Journey anyway. I think Journey will be our garage master or warehouse master. It will also be the one where you start the quest. Or maybe the guy that you involve in the quest, right? Let me see. Journey at the moment only has one quest that is starting, which is called an overdue shipment, and this one is started as part of a chain. No, it's just a basic, it's just a basic. It's just a basic one. Yeah, but the point is that I would like to have this into a chain. So anyway, I think I can, the connection we can decide it later on. But you see, I listed here some of the possible places like these essential traits, Giro Shipment, Giro's Lost, and Mikana Company. And there is already a fairly advanced quest chain. Yeah, there is already a fairly advanced quest chain. The Mikana Merchant Syndicate. It's kind of strange, I did not... I think we have to... I think we have to analyze some of the quests that are... Wait. Wait. Let's do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Wait a second. So this quest is about Tarella Gibson, a merchant concerned about rising cases of forged document at the bar level, explained that couriers now refuse and seal letters. Okay. Wanted to keep wax available for her customer. She asks you buy a chunk of wax from Charissa Malot near the plaza and give you extra to cover the cost. Charissa sells you the wax for 5 mentioning her supplier's delay. Returning to Tarella with the wax, she thanks you warmly for your help, tells you keep the change, rewarded with experience for your assistance. Okay, this one is very simple actually. Is it repeatable? No, it's not a repeatable one. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I want to summarize some quest because I want to understand where I can connect. where I can connect the transport quest. So Jayos, the meticulous rebellion of Idla, ask you're able to obtain in Falk a special plant used for lamp fuel. Explains it burns longer than oil and means the fragrance enjoys but whatever. Drives many the plant is only found in Ojavera, blah blah blah. You might convince her to sell you some. At first I mentioned Jayos' name. She agrees. She agrees. Dollar step price of 23 is rarity. You pay the just with a flag, pays your travel, where with money. Okay. This is actually a repeatable though. You see there is a player lockout. Whenever there is a player lockout, it means that this one is a repeatable quest, right? Which is a bit weird. If it's a repeatable quest, it is actually inside a quest chain, because the repeatable quest, but anyway. This one is repeatable. This one is repeatable. And this one is what? Is number 19. Oh wow. This quest is... no. I want to change it to repeatable also in production. I want to change it to repeatable. Okay, I did it. I did it also in production. Yes. Now here we have some TRIA payments. I think this payments really needs to be changed because it is a bit crazy. Okay. So this one we can save. Then there is this other one. So what I'm asking to ChatGPT is basically to summarize a quest. So I'm giving him the script, right? And he's providing me... Okay, apart from this that he messed up. I remember this quest. I remember this one. Jayos, the meticulous librarian asks you to help to clean the dust from his shelves. After completing a task, he hints you can keep the glyph. You assist several of his acquaintances. At the end, blah blah blah. Okay. Nice. Even if this quest looks to be fairly disconnected, right, from everything else. So I don't know if it's a great idea to actually have it, but let's see. Oh my god, it cannot freaking do the thing. He's not doing it properly. Why? Fuck, please. He cannot do it. He continuously oh my god. What do you mean it's missing? It's not missing. It's very interesting. Okay. I'm just clearing up the text because it needs to be submitted without any weird characters. I hope he can do it. Yeah, he can do it. Girosh, a busy merchant, asks you to check the late shipment he's expecting. He gives you an invoice delivered to Mary. When you present the document, we need to complain that Girosh terrible and writing, but confirm that the crate has arrived, the answer box, label, blah, blah, blah. And read the legacy file. You bring the shipment back to Girosh's place to finally receive it. It means you would never read such a thing itself. Blah, blah, blah. So this seems to be a super stupid quest, right? With pretty much nothing to do. I mean, it's just a back and forth, so... It's just a back and forth. This quest kind of sucks, actually, but it's fine. It's kind of fine. Okay, so this one we did. So this one is the first that I would like to connect to the transport thingy, and I need to understand. I mean, this one is very, very, very simple though, so I don't even know why it's so high in the list. Let's see. Giro stolen statue. I have the feeling this one I did already a million times, but probably not. So Giro stolen statue. So Giro hires you to deliver a crate, but when he opens, he finds applies apples instead of valuable statue you claim paid for. He begs you to find the thief. You discover a polished cloth belonging to a sailor, and his cloak is companion and tries you through a tainted mug in a drink and a twister. Okay. In Idla, a bartender recalls a shady drinker, la la la. The temple priest have identified the title on his tag, say you won. Identifies it is title and says you won. With a pen and you infiltrate the ranks will reveal the thief's name, Smer. You will find Smer hiding within the temple, exposed to the guild, and recover the statue of Giro and no. Okay. That is not bad. I mean, here you are helping Girosh a lot, right? Yeah, so that is already a fairly high level quest, at least from the point of view of the contribution you make. And also there are onyx daggers and all of that, so... So this actually is fairly high rank. That is fairly high rank, and I think it kind of makes sense to me that we connected to this. Also because it's Girosh. After this one, there is the Mikana Syndicate. This seems to be a very big one. This seems to be a very big quest. Giro's Mechanics Vision Merchant plan to his phone trading scene, fair prices, blah blah blah. He asks you to collect 5 yellow merchant seals, blah blah blah. Some merchant claim support, other refuse. If you're regulation per se, you get enough sale, grant official assets pay with the winch. Okay. So this is actually the quest, right, where you enter the winch, right? I think it's one of the paths, but so I think we can probably, so okay, so now that I have a better understanding of this, I think we can actually do it before. I think this Giro shipment inquiry could be the one that gives you the wait, or the stolen statue. I think the stolen statue is the one that I see is the highest rank. Yeah. Okay, let's go. I think I made a decision. So we will connect the first quest after Giro stolen statue. So, and the first one will be the small card, right? Or the simple card. The simple card. So the first one will be the simple card. The simple card quest chain. So what we want to know, what we want to do, we want to, sorry, how was the insert? The start of that is journey. So it is after you complete Giro Stone statue. I think that's a very good entry point. That's a very good entry point because it's before the winch, right? It's before the winch, but it's a very heavy. Now, the only problem is that this is already a freaking long quest chain, or not? Nah. I mean, yes, it is a bit, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think you are gaining a lot of reputation thanks to this thing. So you get a lot of reputation with Gyrosh, right? And this reputation... Can I go... No. Okay. Yes. So I think the idea could be, right, that you go back to Journey, and Journey knows, and Journey got you know, or because we have another person, right? The other person is the new NPC, right? We added a new NPC, and this NPC is this Pizzeshi, right? This guy in Ojaveda, this girl in Ojaveda, which is actually next to Gyrosh. So or we do it differently, or we connect the second quest at this point. But I think I want the husband dilemma. Ah, this one we didn't. Why? There is a quest that we don't have a summary. We don't have a summary of this quest. Gaila asks you to collect a leather cutting book from Jayos, which she planned to give her husband as a gift. When you ask Jayos to explain, the book was mistakenly sold to an Enkiduke woman with a ribbon around their neck. It's coded by a guard. And it says you find it, questioning Garmora visited by her name. Love for Ojaveda, that you meet Ilavi, blah blah blah. Was made in a book, but refused to be part of the If you bring the 12 rat eyes for curing practice, she give you a book in exchange. Return the book to Gaila. Is the light that was generally covered in a perfect gift for I mean, is this one? This seems to really to be, in terms of flavor, there really seems to be like side quest, right? That you can basically do at any time, but I don't know if So I think a good entry point is a good entry point is the one that we identified, right? Which is this one. But there are two problems. One that is in Ojaveda, and two that is fairly high in the fairly deep in the quest chain. So I'm wondering if I have the simple card quest chain, right, and then I need to have the other one. So I need to have the small and the two wheels, right? Right. And then we have this one, which I don't remember the name, but anyway, is the wagon. I think it's called wagon. This one. I think it's called. It's called Four Wheels Wagon. Wow, what a name. Is this the same size? Or is it 18? No, I think it's 20. Four Wheels Wagon, right? So we need a now I don't know if it should be a quest chain or it should just be a one single quest, right? That I don't know. But I'm thinking what is the right way. I mean, obviously the best would be this, right? Would be that this is connected to this. Because this is in Oja, right? While this is in Idla. This is what we know, right? We know that this one is in Idla. This one is in Oja. This one is in Oja as well. And this one is in the winch. Right? So that is what we know, right? That is what we know. That is how we want to do it. So this one is one step away from getting into the winch, right? Is one step away from getting to the winch. So actually means that this one sounds like is really connected to this, right? The only problem is that if we allow the simple card already from the beginning, I think we will have a bit of a mess in game. I think I want the card to be a fairly high level transport, right? So even the simple one. So if you get cards, you should get cards later, really later on. So the question is, do we have another quest chain which is deep enough and complex enough so that we actually attach this to this, but we attach... Now, the problem is that you may have reached... okay, so that's the issue. That if I attach them to different quest chains, right? It will... I'm thinking how the sequence can be, but probably I want it this way. Probably I want it this way. And I think that all the others will require the completion of this one, of the new one. So you do this. You do this. Journey got very positive feedback from Jirosh about you, right? And so he's right, and so he's convinced that he can trust you somehow, right? And so he decides that he can give you, right, a permit for a card, or he will vouch for you, right? Do you say he will vouch for you, or is vouch a proper word? Well, anyway, I understand it. We vouch for you on the permit for a new card. For a new card. Now, the problem is, I think, is that the card needs to be built, right? And because, I mean, why you cannot just buy it from someone? You could just buy it from someone, but no, they want the material from you, because what we said is that you will have to gather, right, some stuff to build the card. So we said that, yeah, they want white oak wood, and maybe they want some metal as well, or nails. I think we have an item that is nails, no? Iron nails, or I think we have. No? We don't have, huh? Do we have bolts, or no, we have that bolt. So we don't have any We don't, huh? What kind of materials we can request to the player to bring to actually create a cart which is already part somehow of our crafting system? Good question, eh? Good question. I'm surprised we don't have nails. Like when we build shields, we don't use any rivet or anything. Probably use the riveter, but we don't have nails. I'm trying to find a good idea here, right? To make it I think I still like do you think the journey is giving the permits or is someone else? I think the explanation of why you need a permit is that there are already too many and they cannot store that many into the warehouse. I think that could be the let's say, I mean, is the permit is needed to ensure a kind of a fair I don't know if I want to say the fair trade, but I think we need an explanation of why you need a permit, right? To actually own a cart and bring it to the city. I think you need to be a respectable trader to have it, otherwise you will not be accepted into the city to trade a large amount of goods, right? So I mean, you can do it maybe with your own backpack, but that would be a relatively low amount. While if you enter with a cart, you are going to, you know, mess up a bit with the economy of the city. So yeah, you are a registered trader. I think that yeah, you need to be a registered trader and a trusted trader by the city, right? Trusted by the city and registered, right? And this will also allow you to have space to store your cart, right? So this is basically what you get, right? What you get thanks to the thanks to this. So okay, this is fine, but now I guess to me the easiest one is this one, right? So that he will ask you about or some trade routes, or which goods are produced in each city and the main merchants, you know, the deals that And then you get your first card, right? I'm thinking if we could have a bit of a puzzle. I mean, I don't know if it should be a kind of a quiz, a bit of a puzzle, you know, or a knowledge check, right? A knowledge check about the main routes that go through the different areas, right? The problem is. I mean, do we have defined well enough what are the main routes of trade? Well, I think it's not too hard, but the problem is how to render it in a quest, right? So will this guy just ask you questions, or will this guy ask you to visit specific areas, right? I think one thing that I was thinking was the bandits thing, so that there are some areas where there are bandits along the card's routes, yes, and you have to identify and remove, right? So you need to go find and stop bandits. The only problem I have is that how can we have a group of NPC available only during a quest, right? So this is something that actually we don't have, right? We don't have this capability in our engine, so that our NPC are permanent, right? We cannot generate an NPC for a quest, right? And it is a bit of a problem. There is a bit of a problem. I mean, for me, it's easy to put some bandits, right, on the road. But how can I have a bandit that is triggering a kind of a quest completion or a quest step, right? If you kill it, I mean, we can do it with the items that they drop, right? So for example, I think if I go in the Onyx daggers, they are like dropping, right? They are dropping things. But I think normal rogues, I think we have rogues. We have rogues, we have dark rogues, we have cutthroats, and we have yeah, exactly. And then we have the Onyx daggers, right? The only problem is, where are these people actually? I think that's the easiest though, that's the easiest way to have a quest somehow. That you have to go along, that you have to find in different places, and maybe he can tell you the places, but are these guys. Yeah, you see like this guy, for example. That is a good one, because it is also moving, by the way. You see this guy? This guy's not bad, huh? Does this guy have any loot or... I think I'm gonna kill him. I think I'm gonna kill him very simply. Can I speak with him or no? It doesn't stop. Oh, didn't play the that animation. He has leather arms and leather pants. Let me check something. Why is walking that way? Why this guy's walking this way? It's kind of weird, huh? I don't know exactly where we are here, but this seems to be a good place. Here we are in BD Road 1. Mm, I don't remember if these guys have I mean, should we introduce a new feature? I know it's a bit typical MMO, right? But should we introduce a new feature that is basically counting how many NPC of that type did you kill? So that we can then use it as a prerequisite for a quest step, right? I mean, it is a bit of work code side, but I think it cannot, because at the moment the way we do it with loot, right? So we say, I don't know why that guy is walking that way. It's kind of funny. Hello, Wedge. My 5 months are intermittent but increasing. What? What are your 5 months? Hmm? Inside region. So this is what? SC and NPC types? Yeah. SC and NPC types. This one, huh? This one. Trying to understand how is the movement. How is the movement designed? Locate. 5, 4, 6. Spawn rule, BDR, Cutthroat, Bane. Behavior, region, Cutthroats. So there is a region defined. Yeah, I will have to understand this again because it's quite a long time that I don't look at this. But it seems that there is a location. Seems that there is a location. Well, it seems there is a region, but a region usually is defined through a location, right? Not. No, the region is none. The behavior is this. So yeah, but through the but in the behavior I don't see any unless there is something scripted specifically. Unless there is something specific. There is master NPC fight and on-site fighters, so it's not really. Move, global falling point, locate. Enemy fighter. So or is in the init, right? But I didn't see anything special. I didn't see anything special here in the init, actually. There are only the yeah, there are only these spells. Watch, search range, watch type, nearest player, range 3. Maybe it's this watch thingy. Watch 1500, 1250. Well, definitely watch is part of their brain at the moment. Behavior watch. This I need to understand. So let me just try to see. I mean, I can also look at it in the wiki, maybe. This watch operation, right? If I search it in the wiki, we may have. I'm trying to understand how. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not documented. It's not documented. None of these operations are actually documented. No. Really? Shit. Okay. Anyway, they are not all documented. That's it. Watch operation. Now, watch operation is okay, but this seems to be used only to search for something nearby. Yeah. I don't know if the search range is actually affecting that, but I don't think so. I mean, we can go in run and see what happens. It's not ready yet. PT. So it's basically keeping the target. So what this is doing is just keeping the target, right? It's keeping the target. It's keeping the target, but it's not really moving. So what I'm trying to understand is... So none of these behaviors are actually having the NPC move, right? And he has no region defined. So the question is, how is it that they move? How is it that randomly sometimes they decide to move? I don't know. I mean, it would be interesting to understand why. BDR 1005. He's always doing move and locate waypoint, right? And then he has this watch, which is for a player, right? In case he finds a player. But I don't see... missing something. I'm missing something. I don't understand why. If they don't have a region, if they don't have a script, I don't understand how they move. Unless, no, but they are, no, there is no, I mean, I don't think the master MP, I mean, unless they have a home defined and a job defined, like work from home, but even then, they should have a behavior that at a certain point in time will make them move. So I don't understand how this guy gets, I mean, we can debug it, right? We can debug it, but the easiest way to debug it is to debug it on the server, actually. Is to debug it on the server. Is to debug it on the server. There are always NPC falling down. I don't understand. I mean, I fixed like 1 million of them, and still there are NPC falling down. What the hell? Wait a second. Let me try to see. So he's saying that this location is invalid. Yeah, in fact it is. In fact it is. Why we still have in the database invalid locations for some of the NPC? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. $1488. Yeah, this one is also 20291. 20291. So I want to fix this because it's anyway going to create problems. So I go 1 meter above. Exactly. And now this guy appeared, right? Now this guy appeared. My fear is that we have a problem with the Okay, but that guy is fixed at least. Yeah, this is the same problem. It is exactly the same problem. Yep. That is the same problem. Then it may be failing to move. This we need to investigate why. but at least now is in the right position. The way it was designed originally, right? There are a few more that are failing. I see them on the server console. Where is this guy trying to go? Hmm? Tutorial 015, huh? What the fuck? What do you mean tutorial? Are you crazy? Huh? That would be interesting to understand. These guys are continuously failing in their movement. So like they are trying to reach a point. I don't even know why they are trying to reach this point, but they are trying to reach a point and they cannot. Brain Ulbernaut Wanderer. Ulbernaut Wanderer. Empty. He's empty, but he derives from this. He derives from Diurnal and Ulbernauts. And Ulbernauts is I don't okay. I don't understand what this guy is trying to do actually. I can debug it. But it seems that even with the debug, Why? But I think all of this is log NPC AI. Done behavior list. NPC debug. PS log. I don't see the debug on the server side. I think it's disabled. I think it's somehow disabled. I'm trying to see it, but I cannot see it. For whatever reason. I think it should be log NPC AI, but I think if I move it more than log, I think it will really spam, so... Okay. Yeah, it was actually not log. It was actually not log. Let me try. Okay, now it's debugging. I see it on the other screen. Let me try a 15, which maybe is slightly better. Okay, let's try to see. Let's try to see what the hell it's doing, right? So he has a move failed, and I understand that. 2 out of 6. Then he has a locate point, and he has one at sleep. Like if he's trying to reach, reach a sleep. Location maybe. I mean, at the moment is 16:48 in the game, so it's definitely day. So unless this guy is a nocturnal, but I think he's not. He should not try to sleep, right? Apart from they divide by 0, which is another problem. Move failed, move failed, move failed. The problem is that it continues to stay on move failed, right? It's not moving from that. Okay. Move failed. Here he went forward. Yeah, I went 3 out of 6, 4 out of 6, 5 out of 6. And at a certain point, it will become probably 6 out of 6 or not. Oh. 5 out of 6. Active behavior is move failed. Running skip, blah blah blah. Go to mode. Active advance. Complete step 5. Subtracting completion decay from behavior move fail and on loopy behavior move fail. Terminate behavior move fail since it has looped all once. Okay. Then here is doing a locate point, right? And it is exactly what we want to understand. What the hell is trying to locate? Restarting behavior locate point after input 0 step percept. Locating waypoint 0 percept operation. Complete step 0 percept behavior locate point. Behavior for mal burnout 105.62. Just a second, guys. I need to. Just a sec. Okay. I'm back. So the question is, where is this guy trying to go? Right? So, I mean, there is definitely a locate point. Now, the question is, where is the locate point inside of this? Right? Ah, sorry, it's not this one though. Because this one is trying to activate Maulbear something. I don't know if he's inside Maulbear Lord. Is it the same database? It's a bit weird. It doesn't tell you the name of the... that's a kind of a problem though. It doesn't tell you the name of the actual NPC type. But we know, right? We know that this guy is Ulbernaut Wanderer, right? So we know that. We know that this is associated to this. Ulbernaut Wanderer. So is this guy, right? And this guy is going inside Ulbernaut, right? And Ulbernaut is this one. And this one we know, yeah, because it's derived, right? There is a kind of an inheritance in our behaviors. Now, I think one day we will have to change this because I think is not really... It's not really good. But, so there is a locate object. But the question is, where the hell is the locate point? So this locate point, I don't think is in the source code, right? Because that's the name of the behavior which is actually scripted. Yeah, exactly. So you see the locate point doesn't appear anywhere. And it does not appear anywhere because it is part of a script. But if I search it here, right, I will not find it. Yeah, I will find it only in the log, but not in the behavior. So the question is, where the hell is that? We can search it, but I guess we will find it in a million places. Okay, it's inside master NPC. Okay, it's inside master NPC. So I think master NPC is somehow using a default to move inside the region. That I'm pretty sure actually. If unable to locate the NPC region, just locate a point, right? Perceptive ain't locate spawn, delayed buffer duration, make sure NPC goes back to spawn point, locate object point, range 4, destination move, perceptive ain't local move, local navigation to random point. Well, this assumes that there is a point in a kind of a 4 meters range that they can actually reach, right? Which is probably not the case. Let me try to teleport this guy to me. Like if I move him, because you see that some of them are actually walking, other ones are completely stuck. So I don't understand what is going on, but definitely they are having fairly big trouble here. That's exactly why it's failing, unfortunately. But what we know, I mean, what I'm pretty sure, but the question is, when is this locate point triggered, right? This locate point is triggered based on an event that we give him, which is this locate point. And this one is basically every time there is a failure, he's trying to search another waypoint to navigate to with a range of 60. Why? Anyway, I think I need, you know, guys, what I need. I need a better debugger for our NPC. If I don't have a better debugger, I mean, every time I'm trying to debug an NPC brain, it's taking me forever. I mean, it happened already 20 million times, right? Every time an NPC has a problem, he cannot move, he cannot fight, he's casting spell the wrong way. It takes me forever to debug. And the problem is that we don't know, I mean, we don't have an easy way to know where the stimulus is coming from, because we can see what he's trying to do. So this guy is trying to locate a point in a range around him and he's not finding it, but we don't know why is triggering, right? So it's like we don't get the react, right? We don't get the well, in theory. So we have the perceptions, right? So the question is, do I print the perceptions here? Percept operation, percept of behavior locate point. Percept of behavior. So does this mean that we actually received come on, doesn't. Percept of behavior, so is definitely here. Completed step. Yeah, it's this one. Completed step 0, percept of behavior locate point, right? Okay. Guys, it's midnight. I think I have to go. But you know what I understood? I understood that we cannot debug our NPC good enough. And actually, I already tried to improve it some time ago, but it didn't really work, right? And I think I need kind of a window, right? I don't know if I want a window on the client, but probably yes. I think I need a way, you know, to click on an NPC like this, right? Right click on him, and maybe on this window or on another, I don't know if it should be this window or what. I want to be able to see is debug information for the brain, right? And the problem at the moment is that if I dump the brain of an NPC, this is the result, right? And it's basic. So our NPC are thinking 5 times a second, right? So every 200 milliseconds, and every 200 milliseconds, they are reviewing their current needs, and they are selecting the highest need, and they are and they are, I think they are also adding the need based on the perception that they receive at that moment, right? So like, for example, an out of range is a perception, but I mean, more than this, right? More than this, I need to know what is the current script, right? I mean, it's not that hard because actually this one is I think is stored somewhere. This master NPC. So I need to know the script. I need to know the behavior, and I need to know the step. I think at the moment we are printing out. I mean, the step we have it here. The behavior we have it here. The only problem is that this is not really the behavior, right? Because this locate point actually doesn't exist here. This locate, so when we say locate point, right? No, it is locate point. But I need a better way. At the moment, it takes me too much time to locate the script and why, and mainly and mainly where that came from. So at the moment, what I'm missing why we are throwing this locate point, why we are executing this behavior, right? And obviously it's a cascade, meaning that this behavior comes from this react, and the react comes from a perception. So if we are percepting the NPC with locate point, this behavior will execute, right? Now the question is, where is this locate point happening? I think it's in this failure. So the question is, do we have this call? And I don't see it, right? So I don't see this failure telling me. I don't see this failure. No. I don't see this failure in NPC operations. There is a failure perception. Okay. There is a failure perception. So is this failure perception triggered? Yes, it is. Ah, there it is. Behavior failure. Perception failure trigger event. Yeah, the problem is that there is no printout, I guess. Operation failed with failure perception. Wait. Maybe this one we have in the log. Yeah, we have in the log. Operation navigate failed, trigger failure perception move failed. No, but that move failed I understand, but we don't have the locate point. Reaction move failed, reacting to move failed. Guaranteed behavior move failed, certain completion, blah blah blah. Operation navigate. No, but this is not our. You see how much time it takes to actually understand where this guy actually is failing. I mean, we need to fix this. We need to have an easier way to understand what he's doing, why he's doing it, and what is the problem is finding now, right? I mean, this is not. I mean, I have to work on this. Because it's too complex, right? It's too complex. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow evening, I don't know. There are chances that I will be here because people are not available. My friends are not available. There is a Luca Comics Expo, and many of them are there, and so we will see. Okay, guys, I will see you. Bye bye.